In a quaint town where time had mysteriously stopped, there stood a grand old clock tower. Its four faces were forever stuck at 6:47 p.m., casting a perpetual twilight over the town square. The people caught in mid-action seemed like figures in a painting, frozen in an endless moment. Every day the town awoke to the same eternal morning, trapped in a never-ending cycle where the sun never moved past the horizon. Among this frozen world lived Casey and her dad. They stood in a deserted train station, the silence around them punctuated only by the stillness of an unmoving train. "Will anyone come to help us?" Casey often wondered aloud. Her father, with a heart full of hope and a reassuring smile, could only offer comfort. The station was their refuge, yet a prison, frozen in time's relentless grip. Once, 7 brave souls had ventured from the station, hoping to break the eternal cycle. They disappeared into the mist, swallowed by the unknown, leaving behind only whispers of their courage. Their disappearance only deepened the mystery of the frozen time, and their hope of finding a solution remained a distant dream. One day, Casey's spirit shone brightly against the gloom. "Maybe it's our turn, Dad," she said, her voice filled with fierce determination. Her father, though worried, saw the spark of bravery in her eyes and knew she was ready for the challenge ahead. They were anchored to this place by invisible strings of fate, but Casey's resolve promised a glimmer of hope. As the eternal dawn cast its warm, golden light, Casey and her father shared a heartfelt hug. With a final embrace, she set off into a world that began to change around her. The ground rippled and the buildings melted like liquid, transforming into a surreal dreamscape. This melting world was both a promise of adventure and a sign of the unknown. Suddenly, Casey was transported back to brighter days. The sight of her father's old car took her to a sunny road where laughter filled the air. But in an instant, everything changed. She awoke in a hospital room, her mother by her side, her face a mixture of relief and hope. The transition from her father's embrace to the hospital bed marked the beginning of her journey back to reality. Recovery was a long and arduous journey for Casey. With her mother's unwavering support, she learned to walk again. Together, they visited her father's grave, surrounded by blooming flowers, honoring the love and memories they shared. Each step in her recovery was a tribute to the enduring bond between father and daughter. One day, Casey looked at her mother and said, "Dad wanted me to tell you he loves you." As they held hands and gazed at the horizon, they embraced the promise of a new beginning. Casey stood tall, ready to face the future with the courage and love that had guided her through. The dawn of a new day began to break through the eternal morning, a symbol of hope and the unyielding power of love.